Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly and today we're doing a comparison video, one of my favorites because I can never find them when I'm looking for the difference, so I am going to give it to you guys. So today we are talking about two fragrances from sister houses, Montale and Mancera. We have chocolate greedy on one side and choco violet on the other. What is the difference? I'm not going to say which one is better. I love them both. They are different. Certain ways they are similar. Which one works for you, you will decide, but I will give you the comparison. Okay, that's kind of the most important thing for me, at least, when I was looking at those two, because I wanted something with chocolate. I trust these brands. I know their performance, which is very important for me personally. And I couldn't figure out which one, so I just went for Mancera. And now I got the Montale. I was like, fall, winter, let's give it a go. So let's start with Montale. Plus, I've been really wearing it a lot recently. It's a very easy one to wear, and I'll kind of break it down a little bit more. So in the notes, and I know there's a lot of reviews on this one, but either way. So we have cacao, vanilla, tonka, coffee. I can't even tell there's coffee. Dry fruits and bitter orange. I can't tell coffee. I guess it's doing something. Good, great. I can't particularly even tell tonka. Tonka sometimes gives something spicy and might be masculine. Not really specifically. Definitely unisex though. Definitely unisex in my opinion. So you definitely get sweetness of dry fruit. I can kind of pick that part up. You have cacao. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you a few elements and then just combine them all together because all of them are true, in my opinion. So cacao, as many said, it's like Cocoa Puffs. Yes, very similar. Not only in the way that it smells, but think of Cocoa Puffs, and when you're done with your cereal, whatever's on the bottom, kind of, if you have an kind of like an empty bag of Cocoa Puffs and you go like this to the bottom, all that dry kind of a powder or whatever crumbs are left in the air, right? So think of that, and also as a sensory effect to your nose, that kind of a dry, sniffing something in. So not only the scent, okay? Not only the scent. Now, I can definitely tell, well, maybe I get some coffee with vanilla, but it's definitely sweet. It's not the kind of coffee note that I'm looking for, at least. But it's great. The other part that for me is very dominant, it's the bitter orange. Kind of like that chocolate covered oranges. It's sweet, it's bitter. The chocolate on it, usually it's kind of a, the 40% dark, not very dark, not chocolate milk necessarily, kind of like that. So that's the scent. On top of that, you get, sometimes you peel an orange. You're just peeling your orange away, and somehow you kind of pushed or squeezed on the peel, and that juice sprayed straight into your face and you inhaled it. So don't think of the smell that you just smelled when you inhaled it. Think of the stimul to your nostrils, to your senses, right? That kind of like that stimul in your nose, that tickle, that kind of a whoo. You're gonna almost like teary up a little bit, right? Kind of whoo, your sinuses are excited. So that is what I get with this fragrance. I get dominantly those two scents, that Cocoa Puffs, and yeah, I think like the vanilla with the dry fruits and the bitter orange candy with dark chocolate. Those are the two dominant scents. The opening, when I spray it, because yes, it's Montale, yes, it's a good performance. Is this one of the beast modes of Montale? No. This one, because I can give you a list of few fragrances by Montale and Mancera that I will not spray more than 3 times. I have some that only one. This one, free trigger. Spray until your finger is dead. How much you spray it, I don't care. Go ham. Go crazy. But in the opening, you will get not only the scent, but you also get that nose stimule, that tickle from something dry, that powdery, dry Cocoa Puffs, and something very kind of orangey, bitter, and kind of that acidic, kind of stimulating to your nose. Right now, it's the orange is always honestly there. It just, I don't find it ever going away and becoming only Cocoa Puffs. That would be kind of boring, wouldn't it? So I really like this one. This one is really easy to wear. So easy around the house, wherever you want to go. Jeans and a t-shirt, just laid back, a robe, it doesn't matter. You want to dress it up, do that as well. Whatever. There is no limitations with this. I also think that this one would be a really good one to layer with a leather fragrance, black leather. Not suede, but black leather. Regardless to how aggressive the leather is, I think this will work. I have a feeling like that, yeah. Or something woody. I would prefer leather, honestly. I don't know what, something about this screams I want black leather. Something nice, smooth, not chemical, nothing, you know, no. But definitely leather, like leather boots, leather jacket, you know, so I really like this one. Same as I said, great performance, lasts longer, obviously on close projection. Even for me, after a certain time, I'm like, I smell it, then I don't, then I smell it, then I don't. So I'm assuming, and I only can assume because no one tells me anything here, the projection is, you know, so. If somebody's standing close, yeah, they can smell you. Now, the other contendant is Choco Violet, right? So this one, I always get a compliment from my son. He says, "Mommy smells yummy." Because this one, okay, listen, straight up, for me, everything is unisex. So you do you, right? But just for a better visual, leaning more feminine because of the violet. I love this one. It's, like I said in my full review of this fragrance, pretty. You can use the word pretty in one of the adjectives. Not because it's really girly. So here the chocolate is more creamy. For me, this is not 100% chocolate milk, but it's almost kind of like a chocolate milk meets Cocoa Puffs, but not 100. This is more Cocoa Puffs with the dryness of the cereal, right? This is a little smoother. Everything is more blended, while here I can more pick on specific elements. This is kind of like one scent that you're like, yeah, you're kind of chocolatey, you're a little floral, more elegant, more feminine. Like if I, for example, am going somewhere romantic, a restaurant or a date or an event, and I want to dress up beautifully, you know, and I want to present myself, between these two, if I'm going to go with those, I would go with this. You know, like a work party or something like that for the holidays, right? It would be that. It's beautiful. It's this is 100% gourmand. That's why I'm kind of like, you can layer with this other things, just because it's you can add things to it. You know, it's more of a basic concept of chocolate and what it can do. This one, I wouldn't add nothing to it. You know, it's just, could you? Of course. I think also, by the way, leather. I don't know, something about chocolate and leather, right? Sounds good. Sounds good. A little coffee to it. But I forgot the notes. Sorry, guys. So for chocolate violet, it's just so beautiful. So hazelnut, I think that's part of the creaminess, right? We also have orange. We have, right, it's orange. Oh, my handwriting. Bergamot. I don't really pick up on that, right? Bergamot is usually something kind of citrusy and sparkly. No, maybe in the combination, it just gives that, elevates it to add more to what I'm saying, that elegance, pretty. So it's not as like just gourmand stuffy, something to eat. So it's a little bit more kind of, right? We have dark chocolate in the heart with violet, but I think it's the hazelnut that makes it creamy and beautiful. That's why I'm like, it's not 100% chocolate milk, but it's definitely not a dark chocolate or cocoa puffs. And then in the base, you got vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, and white musk. Guys, both of them are chocolate fragrances. Both of them are yummy. You're gonna smell fabulous, right? It's just more depends what you want. Do you want just a straight up gourmand and that is it? Then go for this one. Make sure that you're okay. Listen, if you don't like oranges covered in chocolate, doesn't mean you're not gonna like the scent of it. No, it's two different things. But just keep that in mind. If you are somebody who likes floral fragrances, you like feminine leaning fragrances, you are looking for something beautiful, a little more romantic, kind of sexy, yummy. Not because you smell like a bakery. It's not, you don't 100% smell like a bakery, but it's more leaning to kind of just a nice, beautiful, great box of gourmand, right? But here, because of the violet, you're staying away from being confined only to that box. You definitely smell yummy. You smell chocolatey. You smell the vanilla and the orange. Not as much orange as here. Here it's a lot more pronounced in my opinion. But the violet and the hazelnut, right? So, damn, this is stunning. This is freaking stunning. Why have you been laying around? Because it's been summer, huh? Good thing it's gonna be fall and winter. So, I mean, I don't know. I did a video, oh my God, was that a struggle, for fall fragrances. I hate those kind of videos because I cannot make up my mind. You know how many fragrances I have? And my favorite kind of style or type is fall and winter. Appropriate, so to say. And these two for fall and winter, ay, so good, so good. Oh, by the way, I will say, in my opinion, the Mancera Choco Violet performs better than Chocolate Greenie. I don't need to spray as much. I smell it more dominantly. I actually did get like a comment from my husband that like something smells kind of chocolatey and yummy. So it does leave, I think, more of a trail. And I think it's just more noticeable maybe. Because, I don't know, because it's yummy, gourmand, but pretty and beautiful. I don't know. Listen, I love them both. This one is definitely more easy for me to wear. It's, the projection isn't, like, ooh, that is going to drive me insane after 5 hours. I'm like, scrubbing it off because I'm over it. It's relaxing. It's calming. I really enjoy the drying element of that cocoa puff with the tonka and whatever. So I love it. I love it before bedtime because it's not pretty, right? It's kind of just gives you that cozy, yummy feeling. And this kind of pulls a little bit more pretty, more feminine. I love them both. You can easily have both. I have both, and I don't think they're the same. They're not dupes. They're not identical. Yes, they're both chocolate. No, so what? A lot of fragrances that have chocolate, you can barely even tell that there's chocolate. It's only when you look at the notes, you see chocolate, you smell, you're like, oh, I think what I'm smelling is chocolate, and then you create a reference. With these ones, you will smell them without even knowing their name. It smells like chocolate, but they are different. So I don't know. I enjoyed them both. Either way, so those are my 2 cents on the comparison between the two. If you did try them, I know this one especially is very famous. Either way, just let us know about your experience. I can only speak for myself. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again for watching. Till next. Bye.